Yes, it is Teri's TIFF tracker. That means TIFF begins today. It's such an exciting time for our city as Tinseltown becomes Hollywood North right here in Toronto. T, you're on Festival Street. All the excitement begins today. So what's on tap?
What's on tap is the opening night of the 44th Annual Toronto International Film Festival, guys. It's opening, it's changing the course because for the first time in its history, it's opening with a Canadian documentary about one of our greatest rock and roll exports, Robbie, Robertson, and the band. I mean, what they've done for music in this country is incredible, dating back decades. I had a chance to sit down with Robbie yesterday. I gotta say, I was a little flustered. This is a rock legend. Here's what he had to say about where he's at in his career, which is a really prolific time for him.
I think about Levon, Richard, Rick, and Garth all the time.
Did you imagine that you would still be getting this kind of excitement out of music?
I couldn't foresee the future, and so everything right now is all going on at the same time. And I'm very excited about that. I'm just so grateful that this new record has turned out the way it has, and it's part of The Irishman.
Only 3 people in the world have one of these, and only one of them is Irish.
Once We're Brothers is on the record, which is the name of the documentary. I was an only child, so this brotherhood was so powerful.
I'm wondering if you can remember back to when you became aware of the influence you were having on music.
In the documentary, they even go into when I was still a teenager and young guitar players were trying to do things to imitate what I was doing. The band, we were influencing other bands, and then when we made our first album, Music from Big Pink, it was very influential. It changed the course of popular music, of rock and roll. So it was kind of like it was part of my shtick.
Being an influencer. You were the original influencer.
See, I knew I recognized that word from somewhere.
Your writing up until this point, for decades, Robbie, has been incredible, but it hasn't been personal.
Because I was so inspired by film, by movie scripts of classic movies, I was drawn to that in other songwriters. And now, I think that I have found a way to share things, and whether it's the art that I'm doing with this record, whether it's being influenced by the work that I'm doing on all these other projects. Cinematic is reflective of some of the stories that I'm telling you. The truth, that's the bottom line. Keep it real and talk about things that we are intrigued by.
Amazing. Isn't that amazing? He was the OG influencer, D.
You know what? That's the truth. And T, we got to talk about what's happening over the course of the next few days, because this really is when we get into a TIFF tizzy. It kicks off officially tonight, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it is full tilt for people who want to catch a glimpse of the stars in our fair city. So I know you're going to have super long days, but I know you're also looking forward to it, yes?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's my favorite time of year. Coming up later in the show, I'll be back with my 5 top picks of the movies that I think are going to go all the way.